Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Davis. Each week I make videos on personal finance, career building, or wealth building, so click the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss my next video. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips of things you should do before you buy your first stock so that you can invest with a clear mind, give yourself a financial cushion in case things go wrong, and also things to keep in mind as you're investing. Stay to the end for the one tip that will probably save you from losing a lot of money. In this video because I'm starting to see a lot of investing videos to trend on YouTube with thousands and thousands of views, hundreds of comments of people losing money, but there's not too many videos of what things you should do and questions you should ask before you dive into investing. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a random dude on the internet, so take this video for entertainment purposes only. Personally, I'm only investing in index funds, I'm doing just retirement investing, I'm holding my cash for other investments. I'll get into that in another video, but seeing all these videos now reminds me of the crypto craze 2 or 3 years ago, back when Bitcoin hit $20,000. Starting to see the same things again, so just want to make this video so people start asking questions as they're watching these videos and as they're doing their investments. First tip I have is don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Know that the stock market just recovered like 20%, whatever it was, from the lows of mid-March, and it looks like you can't lose and things look cheap, but keep in mind the current price of the stock market is reflective of about 6 months ago, and 6 months ago there wasn't a pandemic going on. Historically, there are bear market rallies like this where the stock market goes up during a sudden drop and then there's a slow and gradual descent towards the true bottom. So as you're investing, just be very careful and keep that in mind. You should only be putting money into stocks that you have specifically set aside for investing after you cover all other major expenses and things like that. I'll get into other things that you should cover before you buy your first stock. The next tip I have is to pay off your credit card debt before you make any kind of investments. To guarantee return on your money, this is it. By paying off your credit card debt, you instantly get a return on investment between 17 to 25%, depending on what your credit card interest rate is. Put into perspective, the stock market's historical return has been between 7 to 8% adjusted for inflation, so getting between a 17 to 25% return would just be insane. Once you paid off your credit card or you have money set aside specifically to pay off your credit card, then you'll be able to have one less thing to worry about and a clearer mind when you start investing. So I know these are crazy times, and I mentioned this in my other video, but my next tip is to make sure you have an emergency fund before you start investing. So as of this recording, I'm recording this May 8th, unemployment has reached over 14%. Companies are filing for bankruptcy, small local businesses are closing, and things are just going down the drain. The economy is going one way, the stock market is going the complete opposite. Things don't really make sense, so do your best, protect yourself with an emergency fund before you invest. So having an emergency fund while you're investing will give you a financial cushion in case anything goes wrong. If your investments go down, you'll still be okay. And while you're investing, then you'll be able to invest with a clearer mind and you'll be able to stress less about your own finances. Next tip is to determine what your investing strategy is going to be for the long term, or allocate money for specific strategies and stick to it. In this day and age, there's an oversupply of information and it's really easy to get shiny object syndrome. There's hundreds of YouTube videos, there's subreddits, there's tweets, there's this guru, that guru. They're all trying to teach you different things. Just pick one that you're comfortable with, try to get good at it, and then go from there instead of trying to focus on multiple different strategies. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on investing tips. There's things for high growth investing, there's dividend investing, there's crypto, there's day trading, there's even options here. So it's going to be a lot to learn. The learning curve is going to be pretty steep, but if you stick to one strategy, you'll be able to learn the patterns, get past the initial learning curve, and then be able to figure it out and hopefully be successful at your investing. Comment down below which strategy you're investing with. My next tip is, before you do any kind of investing, have an entry and an exit plan. The question you should ask yourself before you invest is, why am I even buying this stock? Are you buying the stock for strong fundamentals? Do they have good cash flow? Do they have low debt? Are they doing share buybacks because they have so much money they don't know what to do with? Or are you just watching the technicals based on 52-year week averages, or because that industry is moving in a general direction and you can spot the trend Think about these things before you make your investment. Next question you want to ask yourself is, what is my exit plan? If you're going to do buy and hold, will you be cashing out over time? Will you be cashing out every quarter? Or if you're doing day trading, what's your certain threshold for the range that your option or your stock moves in that you want to get in and out? Try to determine these things beforehand, because the psychology and the emotions of investing could lead you astray. But if you have these things set beforehand, then you'll be able to perform much better and your investments will more likely succeed. The next tip is to be very careful about all the YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, or other social media YouTube videos telling you to invest in this stock or that stock or go in this direction. Please do your own due diligence. Right now there are so many videos trending on YouTube that are focused on investing, and there's a lot of things that you should be careful of. Mind the number of subscribers or the number of views on a particular investing video doesn't mean that that YouTuber is a successful investor over a long period of time. It just means that their video got picked up by the YouTube algorithm and more people keep watching it. For stocks such as like Tesla or crypto back in the day, or more recently NAT. Keep that in mind as you're watching these videos. As you're watching these videos, see if these YouTubers are disclosing their position, how much stocks they've bought, how much money they have invested overall, or if they're investing just their side income. If they're doing their side income, then they can take way more risk. As you're watching these videos and seeing other people's doing research, make sure they're using legitimate resources. Are they providing the links, or are they providing screenshots in their videos so that you can also go to those articles and do your own due diligence? As you start to watch more and more videos from a variety of different creators, the number one thing you want to ask is, what is their track record? Have they been investing over a long period of time successfully, or they just started doing this and the wins that they're showing are maybe luck, or they're investing their side income so they can take a little bit more chances? Just keep in mind what their track record is as you take on this information. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys learned a lot and you're a bit more careful as you're watching these videos. I wish you the best of luck in your investing. If you made it to the end, give yourself a thumbs up by clicking the like button down below. Click the subscribe and notification bell so that you don't miss out on my next videos on personal finance and wealth building. Comment down below if you have any suggestions on future video topics. I'll see you guys next week.